Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, separating some cards. California, we're going to play a series with California some way about 10 games from now. Now just getting ahead of the curve, separating some teams because I really want to get, a season in with this game for sure, so I can have some stats to kind of put out there to spark conversations and discussion. So this is CP Cards and Dice. Welcome to another broadcast of our 1976 New York Yankee replay. We usually play the Mets, but in this case, this is my first season of replay ever, back when I was 13. And it was the Yankee season of 76 using APA. In this game, the Yankees lead it 2-0. We're in the top of the fourth, joining the action in the top of the fourth. That's right. We're doing paper and pencil and ball score, ball stat. So we're doing multiple things here. And I don't know. Okay, here it is. So basically, it's Jim Catfish Hunter facing Rod Carew, Steve Braun, and Larry Heisel, 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. The fifth place batter is going to be Lyman Bostock, who plays center field. The sixth place is Butch Weiniger, the catcher. Seventh is Disco Dan Ford in right field. Dave McKay, the third baseman. Batting eighth and batting ninth is Danny Thompson. So let's get going. The way you play inside pitch, there's a lot of interaction between ballpark, pitcher, and fielder. Hitter, and also fielder as well. So everybody comes into play almost every at bat. It can appear just through the explanation of it kind of tedious, but it kind of works fairly fluidly, and it's rather elegant in its design. So the way you do this, you read the red first. That's going to be your column. This is going to be your row, and then it's going to give you a result. And basically, it's fairly straightforward. It's a strikeout, a walk, a home run, an error, and then you're going to look at the other card usually. There's some certain circumstances that you look at the pitcher's card. Like if there's a wild pitch or hit by pitch, you got to look at both. So there's an interaction going on, and it's pretty simple to follow. There's not real that aspect of it is not complicated. There's a couple aspects that are a little bit more complicated, but they don't happen that often. So really, ultimately, you don't have to really worry about them that much. And I may explain that as I go. And then you have the 20-sided die, which is like a mod die, a modifier die. It tells you what range something falls in, and you'll see how that works as well. All right, here goes Jim Hunter to Rod Carew. Rod Carew is 1-for-1 so far. Jim Catfish Hunter is allowed two hits so far. Here we are in the top of the fourth at Yankee Stadium, and this is 1976. The date, I wrote down the date to this, and I can't remember what I wrote, so I can still look it up. This one was played, oh wait, I have it in multiple places. No, right there. April 18th, 1978. April 18th, 1978. All right. 1-5, and that's going to be a range play. Range play, we're going to go to the battered card. And 5-3. Now, the Yankees have good range. Third base has great range. Second base has great range. Outfielders have at least we got a 5 second baseman, 5 third baseman, a 5 center fielder, a 4 left fielder, a 4 first baseman. So we have really good defense. I mean, the Yankees do make it to the World Series. So 5-3, it's going to be a single 8, but with a range play, he could catch it. That's the great part of this. There's no guarantees of anything, just kind of like in baseball. So it looks like a single. It's going to drop in as a single, but here comes the center fielder on a roll of 5 or less. He makes the catch, and we roll a 2. So hustling in after the ball looks like it's going to drop in, but no, a nice sliding catch by Mick the Quick Rivers in center field. 1 out. Holy smokes. So that's the beauty of this game. And I think one of my friends, he heard me playing. He watched a couple of my streams, and he said, "You know what? I bet you this guy, the way he calls his games, he would really be into inside pitch." And he's the one who turned me on to this. And man, am I grateful. Great little game. 2-6. That's going to be a K, a strikeout. So we're going to look at Steve Braun against righties. He's a 7, but Yankee Stadium is a -3 on Ks. So that's a 4. We rolled a 17. So that's not a strikeout. We're going to roll on Steve Braun's card. And on Steve Braun's card, it's a 6-1. So that's a star line 4. Star line 4 is a ground ball third base. Nettles up with it, fires the first, and gets Braun by half a step. Braun really hustled down that line. I mean, he is a 3 base runner, but he looked like a 4 on that play. Really running hard. I guess he's impressing Gene Mauch. Wants to get more playing time. He's the DH today. Now it's Larry Heisel. Larry Heisel now. Here's the pitch from Hunter. It's 4-2, and that's going to be against a righty, a strikeout. Now this is an 11. -3 is an 8. We roll an 11, so it's no strikeout. We're going to roll off Heisel's card. He can get the hit here. 4-6, and that's line base hit to left. Roy White plays it on a hop. So Heisel's on with a single. That's the 3rd hit allowed by Hunter in this game. 2 outs, runner on first. Now, I didn't look and see what the 16, so he does not get a lead. And I'm not rolling for the pickoffs just yet. I will eventually see how I want to do that. But right now I'm acting as caught stealings are like pickoffs. Instead of anyway, I'm abstracting it. Lyman Bostock. Now, Bostock hit 323 in 1976. Yes, in over 500 plate appearances. So, I mean, he hit for some good average. He was killed in a car accident when he was traded to California a few years later. Very, very sad. There's actually a documentary on him somewhere on YouTube. So it's 6-2. This is a potential error on a throw. Let's see what happens here. Potential error on a throw. So if the out requires a throw, there could be an error. 3-1, it's a single line shot to left, and cutting it off quickly is White. With 2 outs, Heisel, let's see his speed. arm for White is -1. Heisel is a 3. I think he gets 1 for being 2 outs, but a hit to left may be a negative of some kind. Let me see real quick. S7 going from first to third is -2. Yeah, we're just going to play it safe. We don't want to make the third out at third base because he'll score on a single at this point. Hopefully. All right, so first and second, 2 out. Back-to-back singles, and it's Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch from Hunter. 4-1, and that's not what we want to see because Weiniger's batting lefty, and Hunter is not as bad giving up home runs against lefties. Here's his splits: 1-7 against lefties, 1-15 against righties. So the first thing we're going to roll, we're going to look at our 20-sided die for 1-7. If it falls within that range, we're going to give Weiniger a chance for a 3-run home run with 2 outs, and we don't want to see that. Luckily, we rolled a 20. So it's outside of that range. So that says we're going to now roll on Butch Weiniger's card. So I'm trying to demonstrate the constant interaction. Hey, Al, Red Sox fan, how are you, brother? Great to see you. Hey, weren't we going to do something where we're going to talk? We're going to go on your program, and we're going to do like a commentary, a discussion. That'd be cool. I'm not a bad listener, you know. I still want to do that. You had something. I think it was you. I don't know if it was you or ID Jester who wanted to do that, or it was a combination of you guys. If you're still around, Al. Anyway, all right, 4-3. I know that Al does other things. He turns me on, and then he eats breakfast or he does other things. But he has. So it's so this is off Weiniger's card. It was not a home run. So it's 4-3. And that's a ground ball, second base. And that's Randolph up with it and throws out Weiniger, and that retires the side. So Hunter. So back-to-back singles. Let me put that into my scorekeeping device. And then it's going to be a ground out, 4-3. And that's an E, and that's done. There you go. All right, Willie Randolph is coming to the plate against Bert Blyleven. Now, Bert Blyleven outlasts Jim Catfish Hunter in this game by a score of 5-4 in actuality. Well, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. No problem. Whenever you fit it into your schedule, sir. Bert Blyleven against Willie Randolph. So that's a 5-5. Have you tried this game? Inside pitch? 5-5 is going to be a potential error. So we're going to see if there's a potential error on this play. Now 3-1 is going to be okay. See, this is a basically lefty-righty platoon split, another additional platoon split. But it's very simple to follow. Your 20-sided roll is going to tell you this is against a right-hander. 1-8 is going to be some sort of a hit. It's a 14. So it's going to be a fly ball to 7, but there could be an error on the play. So this is the way I interpret it. So he gets to the ball, and he's taken away the hit, but will he catch it or will he drop it? So that's how I interpret this result. So what I'm going to do against Roy White, who's a 4, no, actually he's a 3 error rating. In parentheses, you get a 3. So he's a 3. So I got to roll the D20 again, and it's a 15. So he runs it down. So no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. Heisel was a 4. I rolled a 15, so it doesn't matter. It's an out. So Larry Heisel runs down that potential hit by Willie Randolph. So you had an interaction there of pitcher, batter, and fielder. And this is what's going on. Yeah, well, you have to. I get you, Al. I get you. Jim Mason. It's all about the time you want to, commit to it. If you have a lot of time on your hands, you want to commit a lot of time, like I am, then it'll sink in. But if you got a lot of things on your plate, then I get it. But you may go back to it. That's what I do a lot of times. Sebastian, did I read the wrong result, my friend? Sebastian is correcting me. You read 4-1 and it should have been 1-4. Wild check. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to pretend that that it was a red one and a white four, I think, on that one. So yeah, I'll make those mistakes sometimes. I'm old, my friend. All right, but it doesn't take away from the fun. Okay, Mason. So 4-6 is going to be a potential strikeout against Mason. Against a righty, 14 minus 3 is an 11. Roll the 19. So it's going to be off Mason's card. And that's a 3-2. That's a fly ball to right. 2 outs. And it's Mick the Quick. Mick the Quick. He flied out twice today. And this is his third at bat in the 4th inning. All right, he's batting, Mick the Quick's batting 231. So it's going to be a 4. I'm going to be more careful. 4-1. And then, so that's going to be blank. 4-1 is blank. And then it's going to be a 4-2. Is going to be a ground ball through shortstop for a base hit. So Mick the Quick is going to single. And then we're going to look at that die roll 3, see if he gets a jump. He does. We're going to roll for a stolen base. It's a +2 and a 17. That's a 19. And there is no arm rating on the catcher. So that's a 19, and he's going to be safe. Watch me roll a 20. 20. No. Stolen base from Mick the Quick. So 2 out, run around second. And it's Roy White. So it's going to be a single up here. I'm doing double scorekeeping. So it's 1-2. 1-2 is going to be a potential K. And that's going to be a 4. We rolled an 11, so we're going to roll on Roy White. So he has a chance to score a run here. 1-1, and that's going to be a ground ball second base. And that's Terrell. Throws to Carew. Should have known that by heart. And that retires the side. All right. Well, the score right now is 2-0 Yanks. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Jim Catfish Hunter against Disco Dan Ford. Ford is 0-1. So it's a 1-4, and that's going to be a potential home run, this time against a righty. And that's a 1-15. We roll a 3, so we're going to roll a home run off Dan Ford. And that's a deep drive to right field. No, actually to left field. Back goes White to the track, to the wall. It's gone. Ford makes the score 2-1. And he hit 20 home runs. So he's, for 76, he's like a home run hitter. Wow. Okay, Sebastian. That's cool, brother. Thanks for that information. 2-1 now. And it's Dave McKay. Home run by Dan Ford. Takes that Catfish Hunter fastball and drives in the left center field seats. 5-3. And that's a potential walk. And against a righty, that's a 10 minus 2 is an 8. We roll a 1, so that's ball 4. So that is ball 4. So I'm going to have to input the home run and then the walk. It's pretty quick. So now it's Danny Thompson. He's a 2. We're going to roll, see if he gets a lead. I don't know, 5. No, he doesn't. Hunter is a -1. Actually, he's a +1, so it would be a 3, but we roll the 5. Okay, so now we have Danny Thompson, and we're not bunting. I'm not a big bunter, and I'm not a big hit and run guy. And since I'm learning this game, I'm not really worried about that right now, just yet. So it's 2-4. That's a strikeout. Against a righty, it's a 6 minus 3. It's a 3. We roll a 14. So it's going to be Danny Thompson's card. That's a 6-6, and that's going to be a ground ball second base. Now, this could be a double play. Infield is halfway, so that's a +1. My shortstop has 0 as a pivot. It's a 2 here and a 0 there. So that's basically going to be a 3, a 2, and halfway is a 3. So 3 or less is going to be a double play. Otherwise, it's a fielder's choice. It's a 6. So they only plays the first base, runner advances. So that's going to be 4, 3. Runner advances to second. And let's do that. And with a runner in scoring position, the tying run in scoring position here in the top of the 5th. It's Jerry Terrell. Funny game, and you can look this up. This game was unique in that Tony Oliva started this game at second base. He's not a second baseman. He's an outfielder. So he's not even rated for second base in the game. And I said, that's weird. That's strange. So I looked up the game in Baseball Reference, and he gets one at bat, and then they bring in Terrell to play the field. So he never gets to play the field at second base. So I guess they wanted him to start at second base, start the game, get one at bat. I don't know what was going on. I tried to look it up, find out more about this game and about Tony Oliva. This is his last year in baseball, but he plays. He gets a lot more bats. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm not sure. I guess maybe they were giving him one last chance to play at Yankee Stadium. I'm not sure. I don't know what the deal was. Terrell. That's extra die, but 2-6. So 2-6 is a strikeout potential. Terrell is an 8, minus 3 is a 5. We roll a 15, so we're going to roll off Terrell now. This could be, foul ball, souvenir for the fans. And it's a 4-4. That's a fly ball. Roy White under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So 2-1 Yanks after 4.5. Blyleven against Munson. Thurman Munson. Oh, wait a second. That's 2 outs. That's 2 outs. What did I just do? All right. Wait, is that 2 outs? It is 2 outs. Rod Carew is next. Holy smokes. Okay, my fault. I was just hoping to get through that inning. All right, here goes. Jim Catfish Hunter. See, this is Tony Oliva's card because he was the DH for every other game. He played 37 games as DH. This game he never played the field. So I don't know if it's considered a pinch hitting appearance. That's weird. I don't know. I guess it's based on the Baseball Reference criteria. You learn something new every day. Oh, man, I'm sorry about your dad. I've been in the same boat with my mom. 96 years old, going to be 97 in February. She's basically in hospice at home. So we're talking about, less than 6 months. It's month to month, week to week. Who knows? So sorry to hear that, brother. Okay. Rod Carew. And I got to fix something there. Look at that. Look what I did. Wow, I jumped the gun. That's why I have to have all these extras. Let me get rid of that. There. Okay, here goes. This is a tough guy to get out. I mean, he batted .331. Why not walk him and pitch to Braun at .288? 50 points lower. We've been putting on the go-ahead run, though. So then if Braun hits a double, now we're looking at being down 3-2 rather than just, So I'm usually fairly consistent in terms of I don't like to put the go-ahead run on base. So in this case, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pitch to Carew. If he singles and drives in a run, so be it, because then Braun would have to get a hit as well. It's going to be a 6-3. 6-3 is a potential strikeout. He's a 6. Yankee Stadium, -3. Let me show you that. So that's a 3. We rolled a 12. It's off Carew's card. That's not good. He's got a lot of singles. Got a lot of singles all over the place. So now we're in trouble. That's 5-5. And that's line drive, base hit left field. Can we score McKay is the question now. Can we score McKay? Let's look at what McKay's base running is. His base running is a 2. And his base running is a 2. Roy White is a -1, so that's a 1. There's 2 outs. So it goes back up to a 2. But on an S7, scoring from first to third, it's only a -1. So that brings us down to back to a 1. So back to a 1. And I'm thinking the results, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody out there knows, if I roll a 2, 3, 4, well, actually, no, because I'll have a runner on first. So as long as I don't, let's see, let's try to score him. And then I'll try to figure this out. 6. So if I roll a 6, I got to look at this other chart. I roll a 6, adjusted base running. All right. Outfielder attempts no throw on the runner. Runner gets the extra base. But then, second runner. Runner advancement. Like there's 2 different charts. There's this chart and there's this chart. So I guess this is for the guy I'm trying to score. This is adjusted base running rating. When you have more than, you always have more than one runner because always the guy who hit the ball and the guy who's scoring the ball. So this is the some of the confusing part that I'm trying to figure out. So I don't know what 6 is here in this result. I don't know if 6, So a 6 says outfield attempts no throw on the runner. Runner gets the extra base, which means he scores. First runner advancement chart. Oh, wait a second. No need for throw as runner holds. Oh, it was a 1. So runner holds. Okay. I got it. So runner holds up. All right. So runner holds up. He's slow as molasses. He holds up. And it's first and third. So Catfish Hunter facing Steve Braun. With runners on first and third, 2 out. It's 2-1 Yankees. So that's a 3-1. And that's going to be star line. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, 3-1 is start line. And I'm going to roll 1 die for that. That's a 5. 5 is a fly ball left field. Right there is White. Makes the catch. And that retires the side. Holy smokes. Okay, slowly but surely I'm getting this game. But I'm putting my time in. I'm paying my dues. There's just a couple of weird scenarios there that the chart is a little bit, the way that they wrote the chart is a little bit confusing to understand. Blyleven versus Munson. Munson is 1 for 2, single, run scored, stolen base. Yankees stole a lot of bases. Billy Martin gave him the green light. So that's going to be a single. I got to go back to the last inning. Singles, runner advances to third, and then it's a fly ball to left. And that's third out. Okay, so this is a 5-3 hit by pitch. He's +9, and he's 19. 20, holy smokes. Okay, so no hit by pitch there. It was the only number I could have rolled. 6-5, and that's going to be fly ball to right. F9. Chris Chambliss. Let me get rid of the green. 3-3. That's a strikeout. Chambliss against a righty is a 9 -3 for Yankee Stadium. Strike 3. So Blyleven gets him with a curveball, and it's Greg Nettles. and that's 2-3. Walk. He's a 12 minus 2 is a 10. We roll a 17. No walk. Nettles 1-4, and that's a 3 line, star line, 3-5 ground ball third base. McKay throws him out, and that retires a side. So it's a fly to right. And then it's a strikeout. Chambliss goes down swinging. It's a ground ball third base. And then we move over to the next line. So I pretty much got this ball stat thing down. And I did a lot of complaining about it. I did a lot of whining about it to a lot of people in a lot of forums. I hated it when I started. I said, what the heck is this? It took me back to the 70s, man, on the first computers. But over time, it's got a few bells and whistles. You know, it makes a really nice box score. Old school looking box score. Get this out of the shadow. Have a little bit better light today. Somewhat better light today. Let me move this one back a little bit. See if I can adjust that. It's better. Look at that. But I got like 8 lights on. This is like a movie studio. You know how they have to have like all this extra light? That's what this is like. It's like a movie studio now. Before, I just wanted to have one light right on what I wanted, but that wasn't working. It was all washed out. You couldn't see anything. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, 7 lights on. Okay, so this is costing me an arm and a leg. I better start doing Patreon. That's a joke, guys. All right, I don't do this for money. I do this for love. Heisel. Larry Heisel against Catfish Hunter. All right, it's 4-4. Walk. Say 11, 9, roll a 20. So we're going to roll off Heisel's card. That's a 2-1. 2-1 is a ground ball third base. Nettles up with it. Fires the first, 1 down. Lyman Bostock 1 for 2 on the day. 4-3 is a walk. 6 minus 2 is a 4. We roll a 14. Oh, yeah, 6-6 on both anyway. And that's a 5-6. So that's going to be a 5-6. This is an interesting result. So a 5-6 versus a right-handed pitcher is a triple to center field. So that ball is driven over the center fielder's head. 1 hop to the wall. Rivers is after it. Takes an odd bounce off the wall and rolls away from Rivers. He's chasing it down. Bostock's going to go for 3. Here's the relay, and he is safe at third base with a triple. Holy smokes. A triple for Bostock. 1-out triple, so the tying run is at second base now. So the Yanks in the top of the 6th are going to bring the infield in. I know how to play that. 4-4. Walk. That's one thing I do a lot, infield in, when necessary. Now the runner's going with 1 out. That's my house rule. 4-4 is a walk. A walk is a 14 minus 2 is a 12, and that's a 17. So we're going to roll off Butch Weiniger's card. 2-2, that's a ground ball to short. Ground ball to short. We're going to get the runners. Bostock is a 3. Minus 2 is a 1. Minus 2 is a 1. And that's it. And on a 1, he's going to hold. So even though I have my rule, my house rule, I'm going to hold him because I don't think that's fair. So it's going to be a 6-3 because I'm going by this thing right here. A 1 is no need to throw a runner. So I think that's the rule of the game. So I'll try to play by that. Because other games I play don't have that rule. Oh, 1 scores, 2 to 5 holes, and 6 out at home. On which play is that? And that's the earlier play. But that's not what it said. Let me see what Sebastian says. We'll talk about this in a second. 1 scores, 2 to 5 holes, and 6 out at home. Is this on the infield in play? Now, that doesn't make sense. All right, so he'll have to explain it to me. Ford. So Weiniger grounds out, runner holds third, and it's Dan Ford. 5-3, and that's a walk. Again, an 8 minus 2 is a 6. We roll a 12, so it's going to be off Ford's card. He hit a home run earlier. 4-5, and that's going to be a star line 1, and that's going to be a fly ball to White and left, and that's going to retire the side. So they strand a runner at third base. Whoa. McKay. Wait a second. Okay. No, but McKay was a 1. How does a 1 score? That's like the worst possible scenario. And over here, it says 1, no need for throw as runner stops with no advance, which makes sense because he's really, really slow. You see, and right here, then it says, had it been a 6 or better, the guy scores, which makes sense because that means he's really fast. Because the higher the base running, the better the base runner. So that would make, so it's 6 or more, then he basically scores, but there's no throw. So we're gonna have to have a discussion. I may be misinterpreting it, so please forgive me because I'm learning this game. All right, so that was Heisel, grounded out. That's an F. And then it was Bostock who tripled. And then it was a ground ball. Nobody scores on that. He does not score. And then it was a fly ball to left. All right, so it's Oscar Gamble. Now I got to start looking at Blyleven. Blyleven can go 34. And so far, Blyleven's gone, he's got 18, 21. He's got a long way to go. ABR on throw from outfield. Wait a second. Yeah, I did that. I did the ABR on throw from the outfield. I did all the ABR. It came to 1. That's the worst possible ABR you could have because it was a -2 from a single to left field. He was a second base. He's a 2. That leaves him at 0. So now he's horrible. He's less than 1. So that means no need to throw, which makes sense. He was a 1 because there was 2 outs. So that brought him back up to a 1. So that's telling me that he's either a terrible base runner, he's really slow, doesn't know what he's doing, third base coach is stopping him. And that's right here. And that's, I mean, this is only meant for basically runner advancement. This is all the outfield because single first base means single through first base. Single shortstop means single through shortstop. Single to left field. Oh, wait, this is totally different. But anyway, it was a single to the outfield. And that's what we're talking about, Sebastian. Contact me, man. Contact me. Combat Painter, and I'll give you my number. combatpainter@gmail.com. Send me an email. All right. Oscar Gamble, Bert Blyleven. I got like 4 or 5 guys teaching me this game, by the way, and they help me a lot when I do these streams. So it's 3-4. I don't want to make a mistake on that. And that's going to be a single. He's a lefty, so it's going to go to, it's a blank then. So it's going to be 3-4. It's going to be a blank on the left side. So it's going to be a 3-1 now. That's a grounder to second. And that is Terrell. 1 down. Lou Piniella is 1 for 2. And that's a 4-1. 4-1 is blank. So we're going to go on Pinella's card. and that's a 6-1, and that's going to be a star line 3, which is a ground ball to third. That's McKay, who was a terrible third baseman, terrible range, made lots of errors. Willie Randolph, eventually he goes to the Toronto Blue Jays in 77. He goes to the Toronto Blue Jays. He's taking the expansion draft. Hey, Bleacher Bums Gaming. He's another guy who's a royalty. He does some great. He's doing a, correct me if I'm wrong, you're doing a replay of like 1908. Am I crazy? I think that's you, right? You read a book and it inspired you to do it, and you got all these stories about all the players. It's fascinating, and I love the games you call. I hope that's you, and I'm getting the name right. Okay, Willie Randolph. Randolph is 1 for 2. And that's a 3-6. 3-6 is a potential home run. Uh-oh for Texas. I mean, he got traded to, actually, that's right, he got traded to Texas. He started off with Minnesota. So it's going to be a 3-6. That's a potential home run against the righty. It's a 1-16. So we rolled a 1. So that's going to take us to Willie Randolph against a righty as a 2. Willie Randolph did not have much power. Hit 1 home run the whole season. So we got to roll a 2. And I had a 1. I swear to you. I had a 1 and it hit the 6 and it knocked over back to 13. All right. So it's going to be off Willie Randolph's card. Let's see what happens. 5-2. And that's a line drive by the third baseman into left field. So Randolph singles 5-2, and then a 7 in his attempt. He's a 6, but the attempt is 0 there. The hold rating is 0, so it doesn't give him a boost, so that he's not going to get a chance to try to steal. So it's Jim Mason, and this is a 3-4. This is a 3-4. So I am right, because I know he does fights too. I know Bleacher Bums Gaming has the fighting. No, sir, not a lot of gimmies in the MW set. I think he's talking about his boxing game. He created a boxing game, which is really, really good. But I think Bleacher Bums also does a replay of the 1908 season. All right, totally lost where I was. 3-4. 3-4 is against a right, it's going to be a single. But Mason's a lefty. So 3-4, it's going to be off Mason's card, which basically means nothing because he's like a 180 hitter. 4-2, and that's a fly ball, shallow center. In comes Bostock, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. All right. Jim Catfish Hunter against Dave McKay. 2-1 in the top of the 7th. 3-4. 3-4 is a potential strikeout. 15 minus 3 is a 12. We roll a 4. Strike 3. Jim Hunter blows one by McKay. That's a 3-2. And that's question mark, which takes us down here. So it's going to be against a righty. It's going to be 1-15 is a star line out. We roll an 18. So we're going to go to Thompson's card. He's a 220 hitter. So not very good. 1-6. And that's a star line 3. And that's going to be a fly to right. Gamble is in right field. Makes the catch. 2 out. Yep. Hit the wrong thing. Let me go back. Zero W. All right. And now it's Jerry Terrell. Terrell's 0 for 2. 5-5, and that's going to be blank. So we're going to go with Terrell's card. He's a 246 hitter. 6-3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Nettles at third. Nettles throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 7th. Blyleven versus Rivers. 27. He's still got a ways to go. Snake Eyes, that's a blank. 6-4, and that's going to be against a righty, it's going to be a ball that's driven in the gap, and that's going to split the outfield. Who's going to roll to the wall. Rivers is going to try for 3, but changes his mind. The throw to second, he's safe. Oh, just got back in time. Make the quick. Lucky he changed his mind. He would have been out by a mile. So Bostock made a great play on that. Kept it to a double, but it's a leadoff double. So Rivers is on at second base. This could be a key insurance run. Yes, Bleacher Bums. Why do you say that? Because you tried it, right? I don't think it's as complicated as the chart shows. There's a lot of opposing instructions or seemingly opposing instructions. So that's the thing I think it's about. It's kind of intuitive in a way, and after a while, I'm going to do things that make sense. So Roy White with a runner on second base. I don't know how to steal third. I'm going to find out how to steal third. I don't think it's the same as stealing second. There has to be a negative modifier. So I'm not going to do it until I ask somebody. But what I do is I write stuff. I write myself little messages. And then I ask people. I got a little booklet here, see? And I have questions I write. Question, how to steal third. And then I just leave that up there and it reminds me. All right, so Roy White. So that's a leadoff double for Rivers. That's big. 5-3. Hit by pitch. +9. 0. We rolled a 1. So Roy White gets plunked. Hit by pitch. And that's going to be 27, 28, 29. Blyleven's 34, so he's still got a way to go. I'm going to keep him in there. So the first and second batters are on. Thurman Munson. So I don't know what hit by pitch is, so I'm going to have to look at what that is. Hit by pitch. Here's Munson. 6-5, that's a strikeout. And Munson doesn't strike out very much. It's a 4 minus 3 is a 1. We rolled an 11. It's going to be off Munson's card. He has a chance here to do something. With nobody out, I may hold the runner at third on a single. 4-6, that's a strikeout. Actually, it's Munson's card. I'm sorry. 4-6 is a ground ball second base. Ground ball second base, and this is potential double play. It's a 2. And let's see, the pivots. The pivots are ground ball second base. The pivot is shortstop. There's nothing there. There's one for halfway infield. So that's a 3. That's a 3. So I'm going to roll 3 or less. It's a double play. And we roll a 5. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. A 5 is a fielder's choice. Right? Yeah. And that's going to be a 4-6. First and third. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, brother. Okay, let me write that down here. Half of ATT. Sebastian, take your time and write out why on a single to left field, -2, on a 2 base runner, he's safe on a roll of 1. Because that goes contrary to everything else that we're doing in base running. I don't know if you want to try that. I respect if you can't do that if it's too overwhelming for you. It's a lot of writing, a lot of typing, and the letters are so tiny. It's like you get my thumbs on there. I make so many errors. All right, so Chambliss now, runners on first and third, only one out. Infield's going to be in now. Infield's got to come in. They don't want to allow this insurance run to score. So that's a 3-5. 3-5 walk. Oh, crap. Hey, hold on. I got to get this. Yeah, hello? Oh, you did? Okay. I'm going to, okay. Hold on. Let me see. We'll call you back in a minute, all right? Hold on, guys. Ooh. All right, sorry, guys. All right, first and third infield's in. I don't know, did I just roll that? 3-5. 3-5 is a walk. 3-5 is a walk, or was that the roll on the previous card? Yeah, it was a pop. It would have been a pop-up, so no. All right, so 3-5 is a walk. We have to check. It's going to be a 6 minus 2 is a 4. Roll a 17, so it's going to be off Chambliss's card. Or that may have been what we were rolling over off Chambliss's card. I don't know. Whatever it is. All right, 1-4. 1-4 is a double to right. Drives one, pulls one down the line into the right field corner, forward after it. That's going to definitely score one. And with one out, we're going to try to score Munson. Double to right from first base. Double to right from first base is a -1. And Munson doesn't have bad speed. He has a 4 base running speed. So that's a -1. And the arm in right field is a 0. So it's a 3. So basically, so if you roll is less than equal to the ABR, then the runner advances. If you roll a 1, check the second roll. This is where it gets crazy. So basically, one roll should resolve everything. Okay. Let's see. So 2-5. What did I just say he was? He's going to be a 3. Oh, so it changes here. So now it's not. Wait. If roll is less than equal to ABR, then runner advances. Otherwise, they hold. Yeah. Let's see what happens. That's a 4. So I don't know. Okay, so a 4 means, I guess, the runner advances. It changes. Yeah. Sebastian's probably cracking up now. Sebastian's saying, "Oh, this is hilarious." And this is entertainment, right? So it's a 4. So I'm going to go by what it says here. The roll is less than or equal to the ABR. It's greater than the ABR in 2 or 5. Okay. Runner advances. Otherwise they hold. Okay, so he holds. All right. I figured it out. I'm a genius. All right, so it's a double. RBI. One runner scores, and the other holds. So now it's second and third. Infield's still in. Nettles, going to walk Nettles intentionally. Bases loaded. Infield in. So let me get the double. It's an A double. One runner scores, other holds. And then it's going to be intentional walk. Got to toggle this. A. Got to go up there and toggle that. Oh, there it is. Toggled. Okay, now. Oh, wait. I made a mistake. Munson hit into a fielder's choice. I never did that. I got to go back. Got to undo. Okay. Undo again. So Munson hits into a fielder's choice. It was a 4-6 fielder's choice. A friend of mine is playing the 81 Mets, and he says he can't win. I told him, the team sucks. Okay, you're not going to win with that team. Why would you expect to win with a team you're not going to win with? You'll win, but very randomly. One run scores, other runner holds at third. And then there's a walk. And then I got to toggle it. And then it's Oscar Gamble. Okay. Bases loaded. He's facing now. Should I bring in a lefty? Let me see what happened in this game. They brought in Tom Bergmeyer. I think Bergmeyer's a lefty. Am I right or am I wrong? Let's see. And he was a good pitcher for them. They used him a lot, relatively speaking. Campbell was a righty, and I think Bergmeyer was their go-to lefty, if I remember correctly. These cards are a little sticky. Yep. So they're bringing in Bergmeyer. And I got to make those changes because I have a tendency to forget the changes. So it's going to be a new pitcher, Tom Bergmeyer. I like replays with American League are easy peasy because you don't have to do the double switches. And the Yanks could come back. The Yanks would come back with a pinch hitter. Yanks would come back and pinch hit somebody. Let's see. They didn't use any pinch hitters in this game. But who do they have? Do they have Otto Velez? Who do they have pinch hitting? Let me go to the next game. Oh, they got Coggins, but Coggins is a righty or lefty? They got Dempsey. They don't have Carlos May yet. Who did I just... Coggins, Rich Coggins. What did I do with him? See, he should still be floating around here. I had to pull him from the White Sox. He was terrible. I don't know what I did with him. I don't see him in my pack. What's the last team I played? The Orioles. He must be with the Orioles. Let me see. Baltimore. I probably put him in with the Orioles. Rich Coggins. I believe he's still with the Yankees. Because they have cards for the last team that the guy played for. So you got to go back into those teams and you got to pull their cards. Coggins was with the White Sox, and I pulled his card and I put him into the Yankee set. This is the last team I played, unless I put Coggins in with the. Let's see what's in here. All right. Let me see if I put Coggins in this set by accident. And if not, guess what? Coggins is not playing. He's not going to pinch hit. Let Gamble pinch hit. We're bringing Dempsey. Dempsey's still with the team. Okay. Last time, guys. I promise. Coggins. Elliot Maddox. Timmy Martinez. Carlos May. He's not there. I lost Coggins. Don't know where the hell he is. That's fascinating. Okay, so let me see. Rich Coggins. Let me go to next game. Yankees use Otto Velez. Okay, that's what I'm bringing in. Otto Velez. Where is Otto Velez? What did I just do with him? All right, Velez, then he's going to play right field. So pinch hitter, Velez. Against Tom Bergmeyer. And now I'm totally distracted by the fact I can't find Rich Coggins. All right, maybe he's with the first team I played. First team I played was Milwaukee. That's where he is. All right, 64. So that's going to be a 6-4 is a hit by pitch. He's -1. Otto Velez is 0, so he can't get hit by a pitch. So it's going to be off Velez's card. Situation, bases loaded, 1 out, infield's in. 55. Oh, look at this. He batted .266 and 94 at bats. Gets picked up by the Blue Jays the following year. Gets picked up by the Blue Jays the following year. Take care, Sebastian. So 55 is going to be a line drive, base hit, right field. That's going to score 1 for sure. Oh, wait. Yep. 1 for sure scores. So it's going to be pinch hit, Velez, 4, Gamble, bottom 7. So I do it. Okay, so pinch hit to, and if it's to right, it's to the right, and it is to right. So that's going to be a +2, I believe. It's going to be a +2. Oh, second to home is a +1. Oh, it would have been, oh, I see. Before, I think I counted wrong. Second to home, first to third. Okay, so I gotta still learn this. All right, so second to home, it's a +1 on a hit to right field. To center, it's a +2. Okay, so it's a +1. And who will I be trying to score? Chambliss. Chambliss doesn't have great speed. Chambliss is a 2, so it's a 3. Then I got to look at my right fielder. Disco Danforth is a 0. So it's a 3. 3 or less, something happens. So then it becomes first runner advancement chart. I don't know. Let's roll and see. 3 or less. Let's hope it's 3 or less. It's 3. He scores. Now I got to find out what happens to the other fielder. Wait a second. So it's a single. So one runner scores. The other runner scores. And now the question is, what happens to Nettles? Now I have to roll on this other chart because I rolled a 3. Roll is less than equal than the runners advance, others hold. Oh, check second die roll. If it's a 1 or a 6, I would check the second die roll, I believe. So since it's between 2 and 5, I do whatever that says. Runner advances, others they hold, otherwise they hold. And I think there's another chart even that makes it simpler, but I have to write notes on that chart. All right, so Nels is going to hold it second because I'm not going to deal with this. RBI single for Nettles. 2 RBIs, actually. 2-run score. That's plenty. Nettles is going to stop at second base. He tripped going between first and second. He ends up stopping it. It's only a single. He's not going to try for third, even though it was a single to right. And the runner on second, there was a throw to the plate. Or maybe there wasn't a throw to the plate. Who knows? Who cares? Otto Velez comes up big for the Yanks. Pinch hit, 2-run single. 2-run score. Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella. All right, it's going to be a 3-2. 3-2 is blank. I'm going to get rid of that green because I'm rolling too many dice. Trying to figure out that base chart, that base advancement chart, just base running chart, just made me sweat. 5-1, ground ball, third base. This could be a double play. And double play here is a 2. Double play there is a +1. That's a 3. Pivot. There is no pivot. Second baseman. Wait a second. 5-1. 5-1 is ground ball. I don't know if this is the role for the pitcher or this is the role for the batter. I don't even remember anymore. I got so thrown off by trying to figure out all those base runners. All right, so let's. I will get this though. So anyway, Lou Piniella is a bat. So I don't think I looked at the pitcher's card. I think I just went directly to Lou Piniella. I was like, I gotta get through this thing somehow. All right, let's do this again. First and second. Lou Piniella. Let's go to the pitcher's chart first. I think I did do that. Anyway, 3-6. 3-6 is question mark. And the reason I did do that, because it was a 3-2, I believe. 3-2, and yeah. So it's a 5-1, potential double play. And we decided it was a 2, plus infield is halfway. That's a 3. That's a 4. 1. 5-4-3 double play. And the Twins are out of the inning. We brought in right here. We brought in a new pitcher right there. And it's a 5-4-3 double play. And it's a 5. Pinch hitter was inserted, so he's going to have to play right field. So we're going to put him into right field. Let me go into the so he pinch hit there. And now he's going to play right field. What just happened? Holy crap. Okay, let me undo that. Cancel. But I got to undo what I just did. Double play. Undo action. Oh, wait a second. See what I just did. Oh, yeah, I did something terrible just now. I did something really, really bad. Let me see how I can fix that. Quick out. No. We go back. Double play. I put Sandy Alomar in there. Oh, let me remove. Hold on a second. I know how to fix this. Let me go there, hit Control 9. Let me go where it says Edit, Remove Player. That was mistakenly Edit Player, Lineup, Modify, Place a player in the lineup. Do not use this screen to place a new player in an empty slot. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the original player back in there. The original player was pinch hitter Velez. Let's see. Okay, Velez is in right field now. And let me remove the new. I got to remove something here. I got to remove the. Let me see. Wait. New batter marker. Yeah, I took it away. Okay, good. All right, and that was it. I think I fixed it. Let me check the box score. I'm gonna start crying if. All right, Velez is in right field, but he's not in as a pinch hitter. So I got to put Velez. I got to go back to Velez. I got to remove Velez and bring him in as a pinch hitter. All right, so I'm going to go in here. I'm going to remove Velez. Replace player. Now bring in pinch hitter. Velez. He's already in right field. I don't know how I'm going to bring him in as a pinch hitter in the second spot. Okay, now he's a pinch hitter. Now I got to go in and move him to right field. Okay. Edit player. Oh, you know what? I may be able to just do that on the defensive side. Okay, hold on. Go back. I go in here. This is crazy ball score. Ball score is nuts. All right. So now I still got to put him in on defensive side. Top of the eighth. Right, top of the eighth. All that happened in the bottom of the seventh. Yeah. So top of the eighth, I'm going to change defense. I'm going to put Velez in right field, and he should show up because he's already in the game. He should show up in the box score as being a pinch hitter right fielder. And he is. I got it. I am a genius. All right. Whew. I started sweating there too. All right. There's a lot of pressure on me. Luckily, I go to the gym and work out my heart for some of these games. So the Yanks pick up 3 huge runs. So this is big. They pull away a little bit, 5-1 now. The game was on the line a few times. All right, here goes. It's Tony Oliva. He's not in there. Rod Carew, 2 for 3. Jim Catfish Hunter, 1-4 is a potential home run. He's a lefty, 1-7. Nothing in Yankee Stadium. You'd figure Yankee Stadium would have a plus. It's a 12, so it's not going to be a home run. So it's off Carew's card. Let's see what he does here. 6-3. That's lined back to the pitcher. Nice grab by Hunter. Soft liner. Foul ball. This is a 3-5. 3-5 is at. And that's ballpark. This is where you get ballpark action coming in, which is fun. A lot of different things can happen, including random plays. 2-4 is a home run pitcher. So you got to go to the pitcher, and you got to check the pitcher. Home run again, right? Home run pitcher. So I'm going to roll here. It's a left-handed batter, so it's 1-7. We rolled an 18, so it's not going to be a home run. It's not going to be a home run, so now I'm going to roll off the batter's card. That's how I think you play that. Not totally sure, but I don't totally care at this point. Mom went to pick up Vanessa. All right, 6-1. It's going to be a star line 4. That's going to be a ground ball to third base. So that's out number 2. And now it's Hunter to Heisel. So first, let me get this in. Line drive to the pitcher is an X, and then it was a ground ball to third base, which is an F. And now it's Larry Heisel. Heisel is 1 for 3 on the day. That's a 3-5, and that's going to be at again ballpark. Let's see what happens. That's a 6-2, and that's going to be a star line 3, and that's a fly ball to right, and that retires the side. So this game goes back and forth. Pitcher, ballpark, batter, ballpark pitcher has constant interaction. So it's a lot of die rolls, but it's kind of simple and to follow. That's the beauty of this game. Um, all right, so put that back up there. Guys are going to kill me for having so much trouble with the base running rules because they've been trying to teach me for a long time already. All right, so it's bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth, and it's a fly to W. All right, it's going to be Willie Randolph, Jim Mason, and then top of the order, and they're going to be facing Tom Bergmeyer. Willie Randolph batting 222 on the season, which is not what I want to hear because I did a status pro, Willie Randolph, 85 Yankees, and he's batting like 180. It was so frustrating. So Bergmeyer. So he went six and a third. Blyleven went 6 and a third, 6.1. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. Strikeouts 1, 2. Walks 1, 2, 3. Earned runs 5. Home runs none. Hit by pitch 1. Wild pitches none. All right. So Bergmeyer versus Willie Randolph. That's a 4-6. That's blank. So we'll go off Randolph's card. 6-2. That's a ground ball second base. Terrell throws to Carew. 1 down. Jim Mason. 6-5. Blank. 6-4. And that's going to be a star line 4. That's a ground ball to short. And that's Thompson. And now it's Mick the Quick. Mick the Quick, 1-5. That's going to be a walk, potential walk. Mick the Quick doesn't walk much. He's got a 3 there against a lefty. It becomes a 2 in Yankee Stadium. We roll an 11, so it's off Mick the Quick's card. Could get a hit here. 3-2, and that's no ground ball. Pulls it down the line. McKay up with it. Fires quickly. And, gets Rivers hustling down the line by just barely. All right, top of the 9th. Can Catfish get a complete game? That's the question. That is the question. We are all pondering at this point. Jim Catfish Hunter, top of the 9th. Score is 5-1, Yankees. And Hunter's going to face Bostock, Weiniger, and Ford. 2-3. Then we're going to go to Bostock because it's blank. 6-6, that's ground ball. Nettles. Nice play by Nettles. Tough hop. Fires the first, gets Bostock 1 away. 6-1 to Weiniger. That's a K. Against a righty is a 9, minus 3 is a 6. We roll a 2. Strike 3. And that's his 1, 2, third strikeout of the game. And Disco Dan Ford, he's 1 for 3 with a home run. That's 3-6. That's a right-hander star line out. We got a roll for that. And that's going to be a 2. It's going to be a fly ball center field. Back goes Mick the Quick. Makes the catch. And the game is over. Yanks win by a score of 5-1. And Yankee hits 10 hits. No errors, I believe, from the top of my head. I wrote the 10 hits in the wrong spot. And Hunter goes 9 innings, gives up. He retired the last 11 batters in a row, gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 7 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts, a walk, 1 run, the home run. No hit by pitch, no wild pitch. Gets the win. So let me fill this in quickly. 5-3, it was 5-3 a K. And then the last out was a fly to center. And that's the ball game. And let's quickly look at, I got to close this out. So so now I go into end game. Fly 11 gets the loss. Hunter gets the win. This game was played on I believe it was, what day was this game played? This game was played, Minnesota, Sunday, April 18th. Sunday, April 18th. Okay, Sunday, April 18th. There we go. At Yankee Stadium. Okay. So we're going to save this. Hold on, let me see if. Yeah, record it. So Hunter's 2-1, and I got to record this. Send it to myself. Reports, box score. Let me try to see if I could send it to myself. View, file, save as, desktop, whatever, to desktop. Yanks 418. I wrote yams. Yanks 418. So save. Oh, it's not a valid file name. All right, let's get rid of that file name. Let's see if it'll let me do this. No. Okay, it won't let me save any of those. Let me go back. Let me get out of here. Trying to save the box score before weird things happen with box scores. Okay, I want to save it to my desktop. Done. All right, so that's it pretty much. Let me go over the data real quick. The box score is really, really nice. I mean, I'll show you, if there's anybody still around, I'll show you the box score. That's 3 people. All right, that sounds fair. Let me show you the box score real quick. Let me see if I get this happening here. Let's see. There it is. See the box score? I know it's not a great angle on this. Let me try to fix it. Try to angle this a little bit better so you can see the box score. This is the box score that you get with, let's see if I can organize this. There. Good, perfect. As you can see, this is work in motion, work in action. There you go. There's your box score. So this is a pretty nice box score that you get. You can't see the whole thing. Oh yeah, you can't see the whole thing. All right, cool. I'm moving some stuff out of the way. So that's the box score of the game. The Twins had 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. The Yanks had 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The Yanks are now going to be, I believe the Yanks are 4-2. No, 5-2. Yanks are going to be 5-2. And the win's going to be, Hunter's going to be 2-1 with a 1.73 ERA. In reality, he had a 3.50 ERA. I don't expect him to be doing this all the time. We'll see what happens. He got off to a good start. So he's been pretty impressive. Let's see. In the game, you had 2 players with 2 hits, 2 Yankees with 2 hits, the Rivers and Randolph. Rivers improved his batting average to 276. Randolph improved his to 211. RBIs, Chambliss, Nettles, Randolph, and 2 for Otto Velez on pinch hit single with the bases loaded against Tom Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer went 1.2. He had 1 hit, but no runs. Blyleven went 6.1, 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. And Hunter went 9 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So that's about it, guys. That's it for this live stream of Inside Pitch. As you can see, I still have a few issues, learning some base running issues, particularly when there's like the bases are loaded and there's a double and I want to score the guy from second. Well, no, the guy from second scores. I want to score the guy from first. Or there's a single with the bases loaded and I want to score the guy from second. I don't know where to roll, what chart to use. It's not clear. So that's one of the issues that I'm dealing with right now, and I'm working it out with a couple of different people. Thanks, Bleacher Bums Gaming. Thanks for stopping by, man. You never you never answered me about the 1908 season you're playing. I don't think you answered that. Maybe you did. I just didn't see it. But I think it's you, and so anyway, I'll keep on following that. You're doing a good job on that in replay. I like replay. Anyway, so that's it. So that's where I'm going to leave it tonight. I had a couple of issues. Bases loaded, single. I want the guy from second to score. I roll on this other chart that says, oh wait, you can't see it. Let me turn this down. Go back to where I was. I'm rolling on this chart right here. So you have a runner advancement chart, which is supposed to follow to the outfield. Right? On a single, it was single 9 plus 1. I calculated that. Okay. But then I think you're supposed to throw on this chart. And then if you roll anywhere between these numbers, if the roll is less or equal to the base runner adjusted, then he scores, then runner advances, otherwise they hold. Then everybody would have to hold. But I guess runner advances. How about the other runners? Because if you roll on 2-5, you're supposed to just stay there. If you roll a 1 or a 6, then you got to roll on the secondary. That's what Sebastian, I think, was talking about. Because you use this, but then you apply it here, and this is where you're rolling. But then up here, it's another chart that says adjusted base runner rating. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, and that's what I did. When I had a 1, I used that. That means no need for a throw because runner stops because he's really damn slow. He's a 1 or less. If he's not a 1 or less, and he's not a 6 or more, you use this chart. Right? And then this chart, I believe, is what I just explained. Now, if you roll a 1 or a 6 on this chart, then you go over and use this chart. You'll use this one, not this one, because this one says second runner advancement chart. No adjustments no adjustments this time. Roll of a 6 on the throw chart. So if you roll the 6, you just use the same die roll, I think. No, that doesn't make sense because you have to roll again here. You have to. Oh, the second runner advancement, roll of 1 on throw chart. Throw chart. Oh, this is the roll of 1. So if you roll the 1, you would look up here. If you roll the 6, then you would look down here. Wow, that's crazy. And then I still don't know how to finish it. Because then I got to read all this. Okay, well, if I roll a 6, I don't have to read all that. Let's say I roll the 6. Then I roll again. Because now it's 1 through 6. And I think you're supposed to roll 2 dice. So yeah, you can use the second die roll. So on a roll of 6 on throw chart, then you look here, you roll again, a 1, lead runner advances, lead runner is thrown out, lead runner advances, but ball is cut off, and the second runner is caught in a rundown. So that's the deal with this is the issue that everybody's complaining about. Otherwise, this is an amazing game. But this is a major issue because you got a lot of things going on. You're rolling from card to card. You're going from pitcher, stadium, batter, and back again. And then now you get a result, and now you got to figure all this out. All this section you potentially have to figure out just to get one run home. I need an abstracted version of this. Meaning, I'm not even sure because I don't know the game well enough. And I don't want to be too quick to judge. I don't want to be quick to judge. But I know they created another chart. Somebody said, no. I'm going to explain this better. Right? Somebody who played this a lot said, I'm going to explain this better. And they created this thing. It's a whole flow chart, dude. I'm telling you, if I was in college and I walked into the classroom and my professor had this up on the wall, I would basically drop out of that class. I would say, no, I'm out of here. I would drop out of the class. Yeah, so that's, but I actually used this once and it was a lot simpler than that whole thing that I did. I think they took this and turned it into this. This happens. Yes, you go here. No, you go there. This happens. Double, yes, here. Single, here. And they do it throughout, and it keeps on going. Look at this. Look at this. Then it goes this way. Oh my God. This is crazy. Look at this. Is this hilarious or what? I hope you guys enjoyed this this stream because I had a blast. I'm still, you know what? I swear to God, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on playing this, and I'm going to learn what the hell is going on. Okay, Yanks play. Who do they play now? Yanks play next. This was the 18th. Yanks play the White Sox at Yankee Stadium. White Sox at Yankee Stadium. Yes, sir. And now I got to update these two teams, update the stats. And I'm going to bid you all farewell. Thanks for watching. Take care. I hope you had a good time, entertaining time. And I will check you guys and talk to you guys soon. Bye now.